Welcome to the Farm to School podcast, where you will hear stories of how you thrive and farmers prosper when we learn how to grow, cook, and eat delicious, nutritious foods in schools across the country
and the world. We're your hosts, Michelle Markison.
And I'm Rick.
And this is going to be one of those special episodes with our other special co-host, Christy Sheridan from the Henry Ford. Thank you, Christy, for joining us on this one. And it features, farm to school innovations happen everywhere, all around. And one place in particular, Caroline County Public Schools in Maryland, they have got it going on. They have so many initiatives. They have a Shogo Mobile. It's literally a mobile farmers market inside of like a small bus. Extraordinary. They have a youth culinary program. They have a backpack program. They have hydroponic tower gardens. Their summer meals even has local foods in it. And then they even do sustainability on composting.
They do got it going on.
The one you're going to hear about today is Bay to Tray. Now, seafood in schools or boat to school, Bay to Tray. It's been something people have looked around. I know some schools have mixed experiences serving seafood. And in Oregon, when I was at the Department of Agriculture with the Oregon State University's Food Innovation Center, we even worked with like the Potato Commission and Whiting seafood folks trying to come up with little nuggets wrapped in potatoes. But, it's all been fits and spurts, but wait till you hear what they are doing.
Well, not only that, like we talk about, like usually I don't have an idea of what each of these episodes are going to be called until we do production. When I go back and re-listen to it and think about it, and then think about it and like, what's a catchy name for a title? This one, Michelle and crew came up with like a lightning bolt. It's like, here's the thing. They found a product, like she was saying, Bay to Tray, and like we talked about whiting here in Oregon, it's a surplus product. And if you have a surplus product and there's no market for it, and it's like, what do you do with piles of this stuff?
Well, and you're going to learn about how they are approaching significant ecological crises caused by an invasive species through feeding kids really delicious, nutritious foods. So enjoy.
Well, hey, Michelle, we're back at it. I just saw a friend kind of scamper by here. It's been so amazing sitting in this hallway. You never know who you're going to see. And I think we ran into what I would maybe say is a celebrity here.
I just heard someone was on the Today Show this morning.
Beth and Holly, welcome, welcome.
Could you introduce yourself and tell us what you're up to?
My name is Beth Brewster. I'm the food service supervisor for Caroline County Public Schools. We're on the eastern shore of Maryland, middle of farmland. And yesterday we were featured on the Today Show with No Kid Hungry and Citibank to promote community and feeding our people.
Congratulations.
So it was a great segment and really showcased the need for our kids. 1 in 6 of our kids are hungry nationally. 1 in 4 in our county alone. So rural America has a hard time getting food, which is crazy, isn't it?
I'm Holly Nuss, and I'm with Real Good Fish, and we're partners with Beth, and we're partners on a project to eradicate the blue catfish from the Chesapeake Bay. It's a huge issue, an invasive species, and so we've partnered with them and a few others to try to eradicate this problem, and we like to say we're going to eat the problem.
Well, so could you draw the connection for me? I'm hearing like school and hunger and then an environmental invasive species. Like, what's the connection here?
So it's about feeding people, right? So we talk about our farmers, but we don't talk about our watermen. And they are another part of food resiliency is seafood, particularly when you border Chesapeake Bay. And it's become a huge problem. So my chefs designed a fish cake, blue catfish cake, that has USDA compliance to it so that we can serve it into the school systems. Yes, eat our way out of the problem, as Holly said. So it's a delicious fish. Blue catfish is not a bottom dweller. It's not murky. It's almost like a tilapia. So we're really trying to market so that people know that's nutritious and delicious. So interesting, the fish can grow up to 100 pounds.
Wow.
And it eats everything. So that's why it tastes so good, because it eats crabs, it eats striped bass, you name it, it eats it. So what do? We try to eat our way out of the problem. So getting into school foods is big. Getting it into other seafood markets. It can be used as the larger ones as a fertilizer. It's great for nitrogen. So there's a lot of solutions for this. We want to be known as the home of the blue crab, not home of the blue catfish. So
home of the blue crab.
Holly just showed me a picture, and isn't it? That's a big boy.
It's a blue
Blue
catfish. Is almost as large as my large 16-year-old son.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's quite huge.
It's very large.
So it's an invasive species. So what is the specific problem that it's causing?
It's eating everything.
It's eating everything else. So it's just eating up all the other stuff.
The ecosystem. So it does eat. It eats baby crabs. It eats striped bass. They found a wood duck in one stomach one time.
Gosh.
There's a scientist, Dr. Noah Bresman, down at Salisbury University, who was looking at the contents and the evolution of the blue catfish. So interesting, it was put into a river in 1974 in Virginia to fish.
This is how it started?
Yes, and then
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
it did. So, people went out to fish, 100-pounder. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to reel them in. So, in 2018, there was a lot of rain, and the bay became very brackish, and it went into all the tributaries. So now it's about 70% biomass, and most of our tributaries is the blue catfish.
Oh my gosh.
We all have wide eyes.
Yeah, big
and I'm
eyes,
sure
big
you
eyes.
listening have wide eyes too.
Yeah.
That's a 70%. Okay, so I've seen boat to school efforts peppered around the state. And in Oregon, when I was at the Food Innovation Center with Oregon State University, we actually tried to do like a whitefish breaded in potato breading. But there was all these challenges around acceptance. So going all the way through the system, one, even getting the product, two, the product in a shape that schools could use, or a processor would bread, and then the school students' acceptance. So I would love for you two to break down that whole process. How are you getting the product? How are you getting it in what form? And then how are students accepting it?
You want me to take that one? Okay.
It's a multi-part question.
It is.
Three-pronged,
Although Beth is the expert on this, but yeah, we're partnering with the fishermen first and foremost to eradicate the blue catfish and to catch it, and then developing recipes that are kid friendly and kid approved. And so Beth has done a great job of working with us and working with the fishermen to develop these recipes and make sure that they can serve them in the cafeterias. We're also formulating new ones all the time. We're working on a new catfish recipe for like a fish cake that's gluten-free and that's kid-approved, and also working on some catfish nuggets, other things. We also have a hot dog that's now made out of fish that we're hoping eventually to do with the catfish. So there's a lot of things we can do with fish that don't actually taste like fish. I was surprised when I tasted the dog. We call it a surf dog, that it didn't taste like fish.
New term right
New
here.
term, surf dog.
is
You
the
heard it
cutest
here.
thing I've
Love
ever
it.
heard.
Heard it first
I
here.
want a sticker. Surf dog. I'll put that on.
So
Yeah.
we've been trying to do the education route with it and teaching the kids when we're doing tastings about sustainability. It's probably one of the most sustainable fish in the United States. So we've been really trying to teach them about why we're eating it and that it is nutritious for them. I think the biggest things that we did was during the pandemic was to keep our watermen fishing and working was all we could get at the time down on our in the pantries was deer meat. That's the only protein we could get. So finally convinced the government to give funding to the food banks to purchase blue catfish to put down into the pantries because it is a delicious protein source full of omega. So it's just a very universal fish. It can be used in a lot of different ways. It can feed a lot of people. So that's my thing, is talking about food resiliency and educating when we educate our kids, we're educating our parents about choosing the $9.99 blue catfish a pound versus a straight bass that's $28 a pound. So
What are some ways of communicating with parents that you found successful?
social media has been huge. We did a little Buster the Blue Catfish with animation, and it kind of like documents that it like it lays 20,000 eggs. It like all these facts about
things
fun facts.
you remember.
It's a really cute song.
He sings a song. Oh, I feel like that needs to be in the show notes.
Yeah, we're going to put this in. Okay.
Yes, and just social media has been really huge for it.
What kind of platforms? Because
It's just been going through our Facebook
Yep.
and Instagram through the school system.
okay, that's always a question we get. Who's
State of Maryland
social platforms work?
has done some. We just wrote a really cute little story about how he's lonely and singing the blues in the Chesapeake Bay because he
Poor catfish.
he has no friends. Nobody wants to be his friends because
Now we're going to eat them.
He's gonna eat 'em.
So we made him a likable villain. So I have a great team. I have this fabulous team that I, with food services that actually two of my ladies wrote the story. So now we're looking for an illustrator. So we're putting it out to our youth artists.
Call out to illustrators.
Youth illustrators.
Yes.
That's what
Illustrators.
it has made all the difference working with youth illustrators, like with our Rotopia vegetables and stuff, having students and then doing that. I'm still stuck on the product formulation.
Yeah.
So you have great ideas. It sounds like you're crediting through USDA menu.
Child nutrition label.
Okay, doing CN label. Who's actually making it? Like, are you able to make it in your kitchen, or is someone else manufacturing this
We
for
actually
you?
are having it manufactured. It's actually the processor is down in Tillman Island.
Oh, cool.
So he's local, and then the product goes to a company that's in Pennsylvania, and they've been manufacturing the blue catfish cake. So we've been doing tastings in a lot of the other counties in Maryland, Virginia. I'm looking at North Carolina as well, but hopefully it'll be nationwide.
I was just wondering. I was like, could we get it?
I was just thinking the same thing. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania is where it's coming from then, or the food processor you said?
Yeah, so to the food processor, the blue catfish processor. Because interesting enough, blue catfish has to have a USDA inspection. It's the only species of fish that has to have it.
Really?
There's a whole political thing behind that.
Oh, really?
We're all looking at each other
know.
like, I don't know.
What?
I don't know what
I'm
I'm
Googling later.
I know.
I just learned
I know.
surf dog, and
Yeah, I
that I'm learning a lot right now.
So I'm telling you what, you have a nice bun with hydroponic lettuce and some remoulade sauce. Those kids love it.
They love it. Oh my gosh. So it sounds like each of the steps you really have figured out so much. How about on demand side? Like, are more nutrition services wanting to buy this?
We're starting to get there. Yes.
Okay, how are you capturing sales and drumming up demand for it?
Going out and taste testing.
Yeah, a lot of it is just
Tell
getting
them-
out in the market.
Like with the kids, you're like with kiddos tasting it?
Go right in and do it in the cafeterias. Do a lot of advertising beforehand about the fish, so the educational piece. And then they kind of just say if they like it, don't like it, not their thing.
Has anyone said for something really funny when they've tasted it? Or like, I'm just curious, kids say the craziest things. So, I'm trying to picture my kiddos, what they would say.
Surprisingly enough, no.
It's the
But we always
remoulade
talk
sauce.
about don't yuck my yum, right?
Yes, yes, that's true.
Yes.
I don't know. It's been quite a journey. If you would ask me 10 years ago about blue catfish, I'll be like, what? And then all of a sudden, my frustration became my obsession with the
Is
blue
that how it
catfish.
happened? You just how did it, what was
So,
the catalyst for you?
Maryland Department of Agriculture came to me before the pandemic and said, hey, here's a case of blue catfish. It's invasive. We like to get into schools. Can you
Figure
work
it
with
out.
it? So we, my chefs put together the blue catfish cake. And
This is brilliant.
We did a tasting for Farm to School Week, and all my kids thought it was a crab cake. So anyway, There we go. And it was And then I took it back and I said, hey, here's the recipe, USDA compliant. My nutritionist's been through it. And then the pandemic
And now you're
hit.
national news. And
Today's show.
sorry, I cut off the whole, and then the pandemic hit. I didn't mean to, but why not? That sounds great. The lost years.
Yeah, the lost years. So here we are. We're back in this great group of Beta Tray.
Beta Tray?
Yes, they were significant impact on the West Coast, and now they're on the East Coast. So we're super excited to be working with them.
And Holly, is that part of a coalition that you?
It's actually a program that was started by Real Good Fish to bring fish into schools and sustainable fish. We are one of the only companies, or the only company, that does only sustainable fish. And so we decided to bring it to school districts. We started in Monterey, California, and then started to expand it across the state of California. And then now we're expanding nationally, and especially on the East Coast. So I'm
Kudos
based
to
on the
you.
East Coast. So I'm focused. I was really obsessed with sustainable fish, and I was in regenerative farming. And then when I heard about the blue catfish, I was sold. I mean, I couldn't believe that this was a problem that we could eat and that no one was talking about it or doing anything except for Beth. So here we are.
A problem we can eat our way out of.
I know.
can.
Saving the Chesapeake Bay one cake at a time, one fish cake at a time.
Let them eat fish cakes.
Let them eat fish cakes.
Everyone.
It's been a long day.
A good day. A wonderful day.
Yeah, it is.
This has been fantastic.
But there's great recipes. If you go to ChesapeakeBlueCatfish.com, there's great recipes for it. And it tells you a little bit about the history of it. And but yeah.
We'll make sure that's in our show notes. And we are here at this very special conference, the National Farm to School Network conference that hasn't happened in 5 years. And it's the 10th one. I'm curious, what brings you to this exact event and how's it going?
So I had FOMO. So we were on a virtual call, and they're like, oh, we're going to a conference. I'm like, what conference you're going to? and they're like, Farm to Cafeteria. I'm like, I want to go. So
How do I
last
go?
week I booked. So
Just
it was,
last week?
Yes,
I love
yes,
that.
I didn't even know about it. So, and my county's huge farm to school proponents, huge. Yeah, we do an ag day. We have farmers come in. We do tastings. We freeze about 10 to 15,000 pounds of produce in the summer when it's actually there.
In season, yeah.
So my lunch ladies, who a lot are the working poor, it gives them more hours into the summer. And then my kids are eating corn on the cob in January. It's amazing. So we buy uglies and overages, things that they wouldn't necessarily be able to sell on the market.
Uglies and overages.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because we'll make tomato sauce. We'll make, it doesn't have to be pretty for us.
It's innovation in food, though. Like, that's a really smart way to approach things.
Yeah, until we get a farm, well, I always talk about that we need aggregation centers set up throughout the states with processing so that we can use it into the school system. So it has to come to us processed. So,
And
anyway.
did you plan your trip?
I did. I planned my trip to learn everything I could.
More than a
about what
week
was
ago,
going on.
or
Yeah. I mean, I only
They didn't invite me.
I only started in this role like a month ago, so it's a new thing. And so then, so
I would invite
came
you to
learn.
anything.
Oh, I immediately said, Beth, you're not going. You have to come with me.
know.
We gotta go have fun.
You two seem like a great team.
Well,
Like
it's
you
so
have
funny because
figured this out.
we met like 3 weeks ago.
Wait, you just met?
Yes, and it was
2
like
weeks ago.
And it was like then this.
Me and Christy too. We just met
I
yesterday.
know. And it was like this.
Fast friends.
I don't know. It was like this synergy. So it's been really fun.
I was going to think that you guys had been working together for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
palpable.
had that. Yeah.
It feels
palpable.
that way.
Well, we would have been 12. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously. From middle school times.
That's right.
Well, we are so excited that you're at this conference, and thank you for bringing your ideas. My mind is blown, and I'm
Thank
really
you for
excited
sharing,
to be
yeah.
sharing it.
Thanks. And make sure you watch the Today Show segment. No Kid Hungry. It's Giving Tuesday. So trying to.
Did it air
feed our
today?
kids.
Actually,
Yes.
was it
Yeah.
today?
Yeah,
Okay.
today.
Yes, and we're totally putting it
Tuesday, December 2nd,
Yep.
2025?
Yeah.
Giving Tuesday.
on 2025.
2025.
And you'll get to see this amazing bus that she has.
What? Tell us about the bus.
Wait, there's a bus?
We could be
Yes.
here
Bury the
forever.
lead.
Do we need to order supper? So one of those aha moments, we talk about food deserts and people not having access to fresh produce. So I was at a conference and this woman gets up from California. She's like, yeah, people aren't coming to us, so we got a bus and went to them. And I was like, oh, that's brilliant. So we actually repurposed a Maryland Department of Transportation bus that they donated into a farmers market on wheels. So we go into subsidized housing for seniors and food desert areas to families with fresh produce, milk, eggs, and those type of really cool things.
Wait. So nutrition services, and then how do you go in and you bring food, sell food? Is it part of one of the National School Lunch or Breakfast programs, or
So we do
CACFP?
summer meals off of it.
This is how you do summer meals. Oh my gosh!
Because rural America has non-congregate meals now, so we do summer meals off of it. But it does run all year. It's on a different program, so that we can provide fresh produce all year long.
Is it DOD fresh, or I'm just
No.
wondering what I'm just wondering what the program is.
running
And
from.
how can people replicate this?
Yeah.
This is phenomenal.
Yeah, so we actually purchase the food and then we just sell it 5% over cost. Like we work with our local
Amazing.
our local farmers,
Yeah.
and then Walmart during this winter is great too. You can get kale all year,
Yes.
Yes.
but that's about it.
I love kale. Do you guys, is Radicchio having its moment in Maryland too?
No,
Oh, okay. It's like Radicchio, everything over it. Yeah.
I'll have
We're
to look
northern.
at
We're a little more northern now.
it. Okay.
Detroit, Oregon.
How long have you been doing the bus?
We're going on year 5.
Awesome.
Yeah, we started during the pandemic. Sorry. Yes, the lost years.
That's okay. You know what? We've heard a lot of stories of resilience and silver linings and and again, Michelle, another powerful woman. We have been talking to so many women doing amazing things.
So it's funny you talk about silver lining, and COVID was hard but we had always planned to do meals, frozen meals for kids, our highest need kids. Like we have a central backpack program, and we send out 1,100 backpacks a week on that program.
Wow.
But we always, during the summer, we just didn't want to get them individually wrapped items. So we actually did frozen meals that we learned to do during the pandemic, so they could put them in the microwave or the oven. So they had a wholesome meal that they could, a hot meal, instead of just like, something out of a bag. So that made us know that we could do it. So now we do it all the time. So our summer meals, there's at least 2 of those meals, prepared meals, into the bags. So I have this incredible team of people, and if they're listening, they believe. You know what I mean? They just believe in what we do, feeding our kids, working with our community to make sure people have access to food. So.
Dream team.
Can I go eat now?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thanks
meet
for
you
having
both.
us.
Wow, Beth and Holly, what an awesome, interesting,
Extraordinary,
Yeah.
innovative.
all those terms, all the terms. I want to thank everybody so much for listening today, and thank Christy Sheridan from the Henry Ford for being our very
Thanks,
special
Christy,
guest co-host.
Our amazing guest host, which Farm to School podcast was written, directed, and produced by Rick Sherman and Michelle Markiston, with production support from Lee Ann Lochner and the amazing Lauren Toby of Oregon State University. This podcast was made possible in part from a grant from the United States Department of Agriculture.
The content and ideas of the Farm to School podcast does not necessarily reflect the opinions of Oregon State University and the United States Department of Agriculture. The USDA and Oregon State University are equal opportunity providers and employers.
Do you want to learn more about Farm to School?
Oh, can we?
Can we please? We'd love to hear from you. So stop by. We actually, maybe we should have like a Spotify list. We were starting on karaoke songs, like choose your karaoke.
A Farm to School playlist.
Yeah, see, this is like
I'm
an
really good
Easter
at that.
egg. This is an Easter egg in the Farm to School podcast. If you listened all the way here, you too can join our Spotify jam list.
Okay, and soon to be coming in the show notes. Okay, I have production work to do. Well, thanks
Bye.
everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Beth. Thanks, Holly, for the incredible inspiration.
Thanks everybody.